Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm meteorologist James Parrish coming to you live from the Dick Goddard Weather Center. It was a rainy and a bit of a stormy start to our Saturday. Many of us saw some lightning this morning and even heard some loud claps of thunder. But for right now, much of northeast Ohio is dry. We are stuck in the clouds, but still looking at mild temperatures and some very windy conditions. So here's what we're going to be tracking for the rest of the day. More widespread rain with a few embedded storms will not start to develop from southwest to northeast across the area again until after 6 o'clock this evening. Now, the potential for seeing a stronger storm or two is still there, but that threat will likely remain very low and limited moving forward this evening due to a lack of instability or fuel in the atmosphere. The clouds and rain that we've seen so far today helping keeping the atmosphere relatively stable so that when rain showers and storms do move through, they can't reach that strong to severe limit. If we were to see a stronger storm this evening, the main concern would be for some gusty winds. But we don't need rain showers, we don't need downpours or storms to produce some gusty winds. We are under a wind advisory until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. That because wind gusts this afternoon as well as overnight could top 40 miles per hour at times. Out there right now, once again, we are looking at mostly cloudy conditions, maybe for some places just east of I-75, so our far western communities are seeing at least a few peaks of sunshine, but for much of northeast Ohio, we are stuck in the clouds. And these clouds, once again, are working in our favor because it's not allowing the atmosphere to really heat up with a lot of sunshine so that atmosphere fuels up and becomes unstable. Look at these temperatures. Another mild day across northeast Ohio, though. 62 in Ashtabula, 63 in Youngstown, 65 in New Philly, 64 in Akron, Canton, 63 in Worcester, and 67 in Lorain. And Cleveland's one of the warmer spots right now at 68 degrees. Out west, where we have seen a little bit more clearing, especially along I-75, Findlay and Toledo are at or just above 70 degrees, and that's probably where the higher chance for seeing some storms late this afternoon through this evening will be, and that's probably where the slightly higher threat for seeing a stronger storm or two this evening will likely be. As I widen the view on StormFox, there are several things that we're going to be tracking. What's bringing in the winds and the rain from this morning, this area of low pressure that's moving northeast across the upper Great Lakes or the Midwest, that's what's going to continue to help impact our weather for the rest of the weekend. Now you see the rain that's lifting north across parts of southern Indiana, approaching Ohio as well as Kentucky. That's the rain that's going to move in this evening, and that's why tonight is going to be rather rainy. Still the potential for a few embedded storms within the rain that we're going to see lift northeast across the area this evening and overnight. Now you may also notice those red boxes across parts of Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Those are tornado watches that have been issued because a significant severe weather outbreak and a tornado outbreak is actually underway across parts of the South. That's where the highest threat of severe weather will be. There's already been several reports of probably strong tornadoes that have developed across this part of the country so far today, and that threat for severe weather for the deep south will likely continue not only this afternoon, this evening, but also overnight. Now, this cold front that's extending from this area of low pressure is also going to move through tomorrow, and that timing of the cold front has actually slowed down a little bit, so that means that chance for some rain activity and some storms will likely continue a little bit longer throughout the day on Sunday than what we thought this morning as well as yesterday. So here's the very latest severe weather outlooks issued by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. You can see that the threat for severe weather is much greater down to our south. In fact, parts of Mississippi and Alabama are under a high risk of severe weather for today and tonight. That is the highest threat level that we have. That's why we are expecting a significant tornado outbreak across parts of the south this afternoon through tonight. Now, as we zoom in on northeast Ohio, that threat for severe weather for us is much lower. In fact, I think that threat for severe weather moving forward is pretty much as low as it goes without officially being zero. But once again, the Storm Prediction Center does technically have all of northeast Ohio under a marginal risk of severe weather, which is 1 out of 5 on our severe weather scale. And if we were to see a stronger storm or two this evening, The main concern once again would be the potential for some gusty winds, but there are going to be a couple factors on why that threat for severe weather may not actually materialize across northeast Ohio, and one being the clouds and rain that we've been so far today that is preventing the atmosphere from fueling up. There's just not a lot of instability or storm fuel in the atmosphere that's developing right now that would allow these showers and storms that are going to move into northeast Ohio later today to reach strong to severe limits. So as I put Futurecast into motion, by 4 o'clock this afternoon, maybe a few peaks of sunshine here or there, but those gray, gloomy skies will continue. That chance of rain is not zero by 4 o'clock this afternoon, but it is relatively low. It probably won't be until after 6 o'clock this evening that widespread rain with a few embedded storms will start to lift from southwest to northeast across the area, and the coverage of rain will increase across the area this evening and overnight. So for many of us, tonight is going to be a rather rainy night. Maybe a few embedded storms here or there, so don't be surprised if you hear a loud clap of thunder here or there overnight into first thing Sunday morning. Now, just like this morning where we woke up to some rain showers, downpours, and storms, there is the potential for pretty much the same scenario first thing tomorrow morning, and that's what Futurecast is showing by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, once again, the progression of this cold front has slowed just a little bit, so we're probably not going to be done with rain showers, downpours, and storms tomorrow afternoon. Probably going to see another round of scattered to numerous rain showers, downpours, and storms develop early tomorrow afternoon as that strong cold front pushes through. So yes, we're seeing more scattered rain showers, downpours, and storms develop across our far eastern communities by 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So places along and east of 77 will have the highest chance of rain tomorrow afternoon. And once again, there could be the potential for a stronger storm or two that could produce some gusty winds early tomorrow afternoon. That cold front will finally clear northeast Ohio tomorrow afternoon, and behind it we will be tracking some much colder air. Still the potential for maybe a few rain showers Sunday evening on the backside of the storm system, and as that colder air catches up to the rain, there may be the potential for maybe a little bit of snowflakes or a few snowflakes to mix in with those lingering rain showers Sunday night, but I'm not expecting any accumulations or any travel impacts. So the big weather headline for today has been the rain and storms as well as the wind. If you've been outside today, you know it's mild and you know it's windy out there. Right now we have sustained south winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour across northeast Ohio. Right now in Cleveland, the wind sustained at 21 miles per hour. In Mansfield, it is sustained at 26 miles per hour, but wind gusts are even higher than that. Right now, the current wind gust in Cleveland is 33 miles per hour. The current wind gust in Mansfield is 38 miles per hour. And there is the potential that we could see wind gusts this afternoon higher than 40 miles per hour. A wind advisory does continue until 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday for the counties highlighted in beige. This is where wind gusts this afternoon as well as overnight, because we're likely going to see another uptick in the wind overnight into first thing Sunday morning. This is where, once again, wind gusts could be as high as 50 miles per hour. So we're not even going to need rain showers or storms to produce some gusty winds. It is just going to be windy from that storm system in general. And once wind gusts get above 40 miles per hour, could blow away some loose or unsecured objects in your yard, cause some minor tree damage, as well as the potential for some sporadic or a few power outages here or there across northeast Ohio. So moving forward this afternoon, the wind will likely pick up in intensity just a little bit. Then through this evening, through the first part of the overnight, that wind will go down just a little bit. But once again, late tonight into first thing Sunday morning, we are likely going to see that wind spike once again, with south winds sustained at 20 to 30 miles per hour, with wind gusts once again between 2 o'clock in the morning and let's say 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, where wind gusts could once again top 40 miles per hour and be as high as 50 miles per hour. So once again, 50 mile per hour wind gusts will be possible through 6 o'clock this evening, then once again overnight into first thing Sunday morning, which is why that wind advisory has actually been extended until 11 o'clock in the morning. If you aren't technically under that wind advisory, it is still going to be very windy for the rest of the day and tonight. It's just not going to be quite as windy, but still expect wind gusts to be as high as 40 miles per hour. Now, another quick note before we get to your 8-day forecast, let's talk about temperatures for tomorrow, because we will have that cold front moving through late tomorrow morning through tomorrow afternoon. So the warmest time of day tomorrow will likely be during the morning hours. It's going to be relatively mild first thing tomorrow morning, still rather could be rainy and stormy as well and windy. But as soon as that cold front moves through, we're going to see a wind shift to be more out of the west. And those strong west winds will bring that much cooler air. So temperatures tomorrow afternoon will actually drop through the 50s And by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, we could even have some mid to upper 40s across northeast Ohio. Then by 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, temperatures will be in the 30s. So once again, the warmest time of day on your Sunday will be Sunday morning. Temperatures will drop to the 50s Sunday afternoon. Then by Sunday evening, we will be dropping through the 40s and even into the upper 30s. So here's your 8-day forecast. Still looking very mild for today, high of 68. Once again, we are expecting more rain with a few embedded storms later on this evening and overnight. There's still that potential for a stronger storm or two that could produce some gusty winds, but as of right now, I do believe that threat is very low and likely going to remain very low. For tomorrow, we are still expecting more scattered rain showers as well as a few storms tomorrow morning through tomorrow afternoon. That chance of rain will likely linger a little bit longer than what we previously thought just a couple of days ago. Temperatures tomorrow morning will be near 60 degrees, but we will be dropping through the 50s throughout the day. St. Patrick's Day, can you believe it? It is Monday, and the weather by Monday is going to be much quieter, and it's not going to be as windy. We'll be more seasonable for this time of year with highs in the low to middle 40s. Should see plenty of sunshine, so you will need a heavier jacket if you are going to the St. Patrick's Day parade here in downtown Cleveland. That cooler snap will not last very long. Tuesday and Wednesday, highs will be back into the 60s. Should be dry on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Another storm system will impact the area on Thursday. That will bring in some more rain as well as some cooler air. Highs on Thursday and Friday will be in the low to middle 40s. Now, temperatures will drop to near 30 degrees Thursday night into Friday morning, and there is the potential that on the backside of that storm system, we could actually see that rain turn to snow. So there is the potential we could see a few snowflakes fly on the first full day of spring, which is Friday. Don't forget, spring officially begins on Thursday. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll have another update for you. You can always get the very latest forecast at fox8.com. We do not have a 6 o'clock newscast this evening, but we do have an 11 o'clock newscast, so I hope to see you then. If not, if you want more updates throughout the day on the weather, just go to fox8.com.